Well, I think Marlowe's heavy on the forecheck. I think Leo's in there too. They compete with him without the puck, and that's not what you want. Okay, so what line are you talking about?
The Matthews.
Okay, so then, so the Matthews Nylander. There's 3 guys on the line. So Hyman does the work. They all work. Don't get me wrong. Hyman gets him the puck back and drives the middle and is at the net, and he doesn't have the puck much except to get it back. So they have the puck more. And they come through the neutral zone with speed. Matty plays real well without it. And Willie does too. They both can take face-offs. They both can shoot the puck, and they're creative. And the 3 of them are outstanding.
Is there anything they're doing differently from last year?
Well, I mean, they were all rookies last year, so they've been in the league. They know it a little bit. They all worked it all summer, getting stronger and quicker and better. The difference between Matthew's speed through the neutral zone this year and last year is like. I don't know, light world's different from the start to the end. So, but you learn about the league and you learn what it takes, and if you're a good pro, you go home in the summer and you pick certain things to work on, and you keep getting better, and so those guys are that, and they've done a good job. Now, 7 games doesn't make a season. You know, it doesn't even make 2 segments. So we've won 2 games in this segment. We're going to keep trying to get better, and they have to lose.
Mike, how do you feel Austin has handled the hype? Because, as you know, every market we go into, same questions, similar questions about how excellent he's been. And Barry Trotz had compared him to Lemieux earlier this week. Brad Marchand today sent out a tweet saying, "How soon to at least play 1-on-5 with just Austin?" You know, poking fun of just all the hype. How do you feel he's handled it?
Well, I think he just comes to work each and every day. You know, I think all those things are great. But I don't think it's affecting his life. I think that's just noise, and the more you win, the more the noise is positive, and the more you lose, the more the noise is negative. But you probably shouldn't listen when it's negative, and you probably shouldn't listen when it's positive.
The more noise on that front, the Vegas odds makers have you guys as the Stanley Cup favorites now.
Yeah, so what we're going to try to do is win this segment. So right now we've won 2 of the 5, and that's what we'll focus on. Like, all that stuff is fluff. You know, I've coached lots of good teams that were one in the ranking, that won the President's Trophy, that tied for the President's Trophy and didn't win the Cup. So it's hard to win the Cup. It's darn near impossible, so let's not worry about that. Let's try to get in the playoffs, but let's do that by winning the game in Ottawa. And Ottawa's given us a tough time. They've been real stingy against us. We haven't played as good. They do a good job against us, so we're going to have to get ready and play them well.
Parity paramount this early in the season, Mike, when you look at the schedule and the opponent night after night and just how tough everyone is?
Well, I think everyone's really good, and you know what's interesting is you always want to get off to a good start, and sometimes when you don't, though, and you're a good team, it gives you a wake-up call and you dig in more. And sometimes in life when things go too good, you get a little complacent. That's my job, to make sure that doesn't happen. I do everything I can about that, but our players got to understand that you get ahead of yourself, you don't win. So we just got to be diligent, be solution-based, get better every day, and then we have a chance to be successful. I know you don't want to hear any of that. You want something way more flamboyant and all that. I don't got it.
How do you guys get around an Ottawa PK that's allowed, I think, 1 power play goal, right?
Well, you know, I don't think we're worried about that as much as we saw them play last night, and we pre-scouted the game before, and we know how they kill. We know what we have to do. So to me, it's part about the other team, but it's the majority about yourself and what we do. And obviously they got good goaltending, good D, good forwards. They're a good team. They're going to be hard. And saying all that, our focus is to build momentum when we have the power play each and every night, and that's what we'll try to do.
Will Borgman stay on that 3rd pairing tonight?
Yeah, I told Rose I'm going Borgman back-to-back in this situation.
Anderson said that he's a lot more comfortable now than he was this time a year ago. How have you seen that sort of translate into how he plays on the ice?
Well, I think, you know, obviously, and Andy would tell you that it's a work in progress. Every year you want to get better and better and better. And we thought, you know, he was better last game. Just got to keep plugging away. The team's having success, but I think he wants to keep improving just like the rest of us each and every day. But I think being comfortable to a certain extent is really good, and yet, you know, I think the league is such that it makes you uncomfortable lots anyway, just the opponents, the people that are putting at the net, the traffic, you have all those things, and you just got to get used to it and feel good about your game and what you're doing.
Mike, Austin was saying, you know, he gets a lot of requests for sticks from stick collectors around the league. He asks for some as well. You mentioned the Jagger stick in the past. Do you have a favorite item that you've been able to get from an opposing player or coach, or some memento through your career?
Well, Shanny sent me a 600 goal stick one time.
Yeah.
You know, I think I have Scott Stevens' 1416th game when he broke the record or something like that. I have a ton of them. So, you know, I've been fortunate to coach some Olympic teams, so I railroad the guys into that. You know, I got, they're not the actual stick, but I don't know, Niedermeyer made the play, and McGinley made the play, and Crosby scored the goal, and Luongo was in net at the 2010 Olympics. I got lots, you know, I got all that kind of stuff. So I have I shouldn't say that, so I'll break into my house and get all that stuff. But
in looking at Boardman and Rosen, how much is it about how they're playing, and how much is it how they sort of complement Carrick at this point in picking where
yeah, it's about them, and also a little bit about the opponent.